Hello, what is going on, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube. How's everybody doing on this fabulous Saturday morning at 11 a.m. in southern New Jersey? This is where I reside, good old southern New Jersey. Has everybody been following along with the 2022 Knife Rights marathon that's going on the past 24 hours? Well, it's 24 hours straight. Got a bunch of YouTube content creators hopping on and doing their skit and trying to raise that money for knife rights and give us the ability to carry knives and what we want to carry in our pockets without being hassled, without being bothered, and all that other good stuff. If you do come up upon a police officer and they happen to search you or whatever the case may be, you might have a little bit of problem there if it's in a state that does not allow you to carry. So, our good friend Doug Ritter is a very, very passionate man about our right to carry. So this is what the whole idea is this weekend. It went on last year as well. And this year, like I said, it cost a lot of money for Doug and I think he's only got one other representative and his wife, a total of just 3 of them that are making all this happen with the traveling and all that other stuff. And it all costs big money to do all this. You know, you have to have the money to make it happen. So we're trying to raise that money, and that's it. So, well, what I have in front of you guys today is I figured I'd go over a few of my case sodbuster knives because I love the pattern. I just love that case sodbuster pattern, and a lot of people do not get to experience it because they will not even give this knife a second chance on us. They won't even give it a look, and you really don't know what you're missing because it's one of my top knives of all time to carry on me, on my person. It's just a fantastic piece of cutlery. I will go over each and every one of these for you just to give you a look and some of the different covers and that you can buy and purchase. The steels, you could get them in CV, chrome, vanadium. You could get them in stainless steel. You could get them in various bone colors. If you don't want the bone, you could stick with the synthetics. They're a little bit more fat. They're a little bit more thick in the pocket. Either or, whatever your preference is, it doesn't matter. But if it's a sodbuster, it's a sodbuster. It's going to perform like a sodbuster. Doesn't matter if you got the green bone or you got the orange Delrin. Doesn't make a difference. I've got 2 iterations of, I want to really speak about these big guys in the back, the large sodbusters. Now, I don't know where to begin on this whole thing because I've got so much to say about the sodbuster, right? And again, a lot of people may think that I'm crazy, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't give these knives a second look, a chance. They don't even give it a quick blow-by. You know what I mean? They would look at this knife and say, gone. Anyway, we'll start back here. Just give you a look at this. Because I'm so anxious to give you a look on what you get out of these big boys. If you need to get any kind of cutting chores done, absolutely anything whatsoever, whether it be in the kitchen, outside chores, in your pocket. This is just a great piece. And over the years, I have realized that the wind is blowing outside and my window is cracked and it just slammed, almost broke my window. I might have to stop for a second and go shut that window. Oh boy, I'll tell you, it's always something. This one's in chrome vanadium. The other one I'm going to show you, the blue one back there, is in stainless steel. This has been used, abused, and has taken a beating throughout the years of me having this knife. Again, this is just a patina from use. That's all that is. That's anything that's bad. It's just a patina. You've got a big full-size grip in your hand. It's on the larger size for me as far as knives go, what I consider large. And it is, let's give you a look at that stock. I love the thickness of that stock. It's just perfect, man. I just go crazy when I start talking about these sodbusters because they're so good. They are just knockout, out of the park good. I mean, if I could carry one knife on me for the rest of my life, I can easily carry one of these and be happy and not even think twice for the rest of my life with one of these in my pocket. Not a problem. That's how good they are. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you, I want to talk to you about this one too on the end. That's the new colorway of that case has got out. I want to talk to you guys about that. But anyway, I'm going to move along. This is the case, large chrome vanadium sodbuster. Guys, they're cheap as dirt. You want to get one of these in your arsenal. You don't have to get a large one, but the large one is so utilitarian. You could get such big jobs done with this. It's cuts with this full flat grind. It's a cutter. I can't tell you guys more than that. This one is in stainless steel, so if you don't want to go the chrome vanadium way, you could get it in stainless. They're just fantastic pieces of cutlery, guys. They are very good knives. And like I said again, there's not a lot of people out there that's going to get to experience these knives because they just don't, it's just not a thing for most people. They don't want to open a knife like this with a nail nick. They just don't want to open that knife like that. They don't want to do it. This is a Delrin orange sodbuster in stainless. I'm just going to walk through some of these pieces with you, but look how beautiful that blade is. Just look how beautiful. Yeah, this is just a standard orange, like I said, Delrin piece. It's just, and they're so cheap. They're like 20, I don't know, they're like 20 something dollars. And look at the thickness of that stock, how beautiful. They're perfect stock. The blade is just, look at that. Look at that drop point. Look at that. They're cutters, guys. They are cutters. If you don't have a sodbuster, I highly recommend getting one. This is another one. They've got the stainless. It says sodbuster on it. This is just a great piece, man. Just to slip in your pocket. Just throw one of these buggers, this one right here, throw it in your pocket and tell me, call me up, I'll give you my phone number. Tell me you're not happy as a button, happy as a bugger after your day is over and you carried and used this knife here, tell me, call me up and say, Pete, you were wrong. I didn't enjoy carrying it. It sucked. It sucked. It didn't cut. It was worthless. It couldn't cut with that full flat grind. It cut like snot. Go ahead and tell me that. Go ahead. I'll give you my number. Oh, man. This one here is the most highly recommended out of all the ones on the table because you've got this yellow Delrin, right? Get it in the chrome. Well, you don't have to, but the chrome vanadium one is just, this is the one of ones right here. The yellow Delrin with the chrome vanadium, and you just get a beautiful, beautiful knife that's going to cut for you, perform for you, do every task imaginable, and you're going to be happy you got this bugger in your pocket. It's a fantastic piece. I've been carrying this piece for years. I've had this piece in my collection over 10 years, at least. Over 10 years, and the cutting, look at that. And the cutting that I have done with this knife is you wouldn't believe. And it has no up and down play. It's tight as a bank vault. Never moved. Nothing ever happened to that big bird's eye rivet. Look at that big rivet there, man. Look at that. Look at that big brass rivet. That's a big, thick pivot going in there, man. That's solid. That's a solid carry right here. Again, people don't realize what you have. People wouldn't look at this knife twice, guys. And it's a Hall of Fame knife. It is a Hall of Fame knife. Action is still beautiful on it from day one. And that's it. Now we get into the bone ones. They're real slender. They're super slender. They're just great. I love them. I just love them because they're super slender in your pocket. They look fantastic. Just look at that. Look how beautiful. Look at the beautifulness on that knife, right? You're paying like 50, 55 bucks for this. All bone. You can't get better. You can't get, as far as I'm concerned, you can't get better. Maybe it's just a traditional knife guy in me that's coming out. But just wanted to give you guys a quick look, real in-depth of that bone, just the blade. Oh, it's just a fantastic piece. I don't want to keep this video too long because I know you guys got to get back over there and watch that Knife Rights. This is a beautiful one in raspberry. Look at the bone colors that you can get on these things. Look at that houndstooth inlay. Look at this, will you? Tell me right now. I'll give you my phone number. Tell me right now. Call me up right now and tell me that that's not the most beautiful knife that you have ever put your eyeballs on. Tell me that that's not the most beautiful knife that you have ever put your eyeballs on. Just a great piece here, guys. I mean, I can't explain if you got this in your pocket, how happy it will make you. But just look how deep that jigging is on this piece. Look at the jigging and look at the brass pivots. Pins. How everything comes together so beautifully. Look at that, what do they call that? The shark's tooth, hound's tooth inlay. But just look at that, man. Come on, guys. Beautiful piece. Beautiful. Got another one here. This is go back to the chrome vanadium again. This is chestnut bone. Look how beautiful. I love chestnut bone. It's just something about chestnut bone. I could take chestnut bone on my knives every day of the week. And then you got these beautiful brass liners. Look at that beautiful brass liners. Then you open it up, and then you've got this beautiful, beautiful. This is chrome vanadium again, okay? See how it takes that beautiful, deep, rich patina? It takes a beautiful, deep, rich patina. And for me, I mean, I like chrome vanadium on my case knives. You know what I mean? It's just, I just like chrome vanadium. I mean, it's top of the top for me. But sometimes you got to get them in stainless steel because they just don't offer it in chrome vanadium. I wish they offered them all in chrome vanadium, but they don't. But look at the chestnut. Just look at the jigging. Have you ever seen jigging on a knife like this? I mean, this is only a $50, $55 knife. But I mean, it's just a very, very beautiful, beautiful piece of cutlery to stick in your pocket. This guy here, they call this barnwood or something. Barns. It's supposed to mimic the side of a barn, and it does. It does. Don't the wood look like a barn? You got the double X, real nice inlay on this one. Real. I love that double X inlay. You pop it open, real snappy, real authoritative. Lockup's real tight. You don't have to worry about that folding on you. You don't have to worry about that. But just a beautiful, another interpretation of a gorgeous, gorgeous piece, right, guys? Tell me that's not beautiful. Beautiful. It's just, it comes up a little slight little hump. You could barely see it there, but it comes up, it goes flat, and then it just comes up in that hump. Look at it. You can see the little hump right there, right in here. It's so cool, man. It is so cool. I just geek out over the sodbusters, guys. I'm sorry. You know, that's the way I am, man. And this guy here has really, really impressed me. I couldn't wait to get to it. Been wanting to show you this for a while. I haven't had a chance to show you this, but this is the new. I want to tell you the name of this. They call this Jade Bone King Folk Jig. Jade Bone King Folk. Kinfolk. Folk. King Folk Jig. Okay? You can get this in all of the patterns that Case has out right now. And just look at that bone, how they made that bone, that green bone, how deep that bone, that jigging is on that. Tell me that that is not. And I like the inlay. It's the tested double X. Just let's pop it open. It's just a great looking knife. Now, some of you may not like green, but just for the sake of love, tell me that that one's not fantastic. Just the jigging alone. The jigging alone. Look at that. Deep jigging. You don't have to be a green guy, or you don't have to say in the comments, oh, that green's ugly and all that. I think this green is beautiful. I think this green is absolutely beautiful, and I love how they did the bone on this. Look how beautiful they did the bone. It's a great piece for me. In the addition to my my Sodbuster collection, I do have my eye on another one. But yeah, this is my Sodbuster collection. I've got a very, very large collection of case knives, and it wouldn't make no sense to me, as big as my case collection is, not for me to have any Sodbusters in my collection. That would not make sense to me. Plus, I just love them. It's one of my all-time favorite patterns of all time. The case Sodbuster is so underrated. And again, it just frustrates me because a lot of people aren't going to get their hands on these because they're two-handed opening and they're not fun to open and they don't have action and they don't, all that stuff, and they're just going to be overlooked. And it's a shame. It's a shame. So I just got to try and keep getting it out there. I got to keep trying to get these traditional knives out there, guys. That's where it's at. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you get back to your knife rights. That's going hot and heavy right now. Big weekend ahead in the knife community. You guys be good, be well, be safe. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about sodbusters. Do you have a collection of sodbusters? If so, throw them up. Let me see them. Boy, I'd love to see a collection of sodbusters if anybody's got them. Let me check out your sodbuster collection, guys. Come on, I know you've got a couple tucked away over there. Especially if you're traditional guys. You've got a couple tucked away over there. I know yous do. All right, guys, be safe. And that's it for me. I'm done here. Be well, guys. Take care.